Hi, my name is John Stevenson, also known as the Guaranteed Retirement Guy. And I want to talk to you about the highest fixed rates or best fixed annuities right now in the market. So I'm going to cover two types. We're going to look at SPIAs, DIAs, and we're going to look at MYGAs. Okay, MYGAs are known as multi-year guaranteed annuities, and they are the annuity space's version of CDs. Okay, and so when we're looking at rates, I'm going to share my screen with you, and of course rates will be different. It just depends on when you watch this video. But if you look at current rates right now, if I'm starting at the 2-year rates, if I'm looking at MYGAs, we're looking at the highest rates right now is 5.25. With the lowest, at least in third place, at a 4.75, and that's with Americo Financial. You'll notice the free withdrawal is only 3% on those. So if you want more of a withdrawal, then you probably want to go with GBU Life or Exonic Insurance, which gives you, well, it doesn't give you anything in the first year, but in years 2 through, well, really the second year, you just get 10%. So if you're going to get a multi-year guaranteed annuity, I would recommend locking in a lot longer than 2 or 3 years. So, all right, top rates for 2 years, top rates for 3 years, 5.45 all the way down to 5.1. And then if we look at the 4-year, the highest is with NASA at 4.95. And then we're starting to hit the 5s once we hit the 5-year guaranteed mark. So Exonic is giving you a 5.5%. And of course, you don't have free withdrawal in the first year, but after that you do. So if you do want to take the interest out and even a little bit more, you can. Okay, followed by Equitrust and NASA for those 5-year examples. Now look at the 6-year. You can see Equitrust paying 5.25. The 7-year paying a 5.25. Let's see, 8 years, 5.35. That's pretty good. Equitrust, great company. Now let's talk quick about ratings, because with the B++, you think, oh, well, it's a B++. I don't know if I want to go with B++. Well, it depends on the company. Equitrust, yes, they are rated a B++, but they're only rated B++ by one agency. Yeah, that's AM Best. And so the other two, Fitch and Standard & Poor's, they have recently raised their ratings to an A for both of them have. So yeah, if you're looking for a company that has positive, strong momentum, do not hesitate to invest with Equitrust. They're a great company. And I saw a lot of policies with them because they are so strong. So, and I do think at some point they will be A-rated. Actually, I think it'll be here sooner rather than later with AM Best. All right, so let's go to 9-year. Liberty Bankers looks like they're the highest at a 5.1, but they don't allow any free withdrawals during those 9 years. So just keep that in mind. If you're okay with that money being locked up, then they're great. But if you are not okay with that and you want to have access to some of it, then you can see ClearSpring will allow you 10% after the first year. And then Oxford will actually allow you interest only in the first year and then 10% after that. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at a MYGA and you're looking at, hey, do I want access to this money or am I okay with not having any liquidity? Okay. All right. 10 years. Not surprisingly, Equitrust is beating everyone out. Now, they don't always beat everyone out, but I've noticed over the last 12 months, most of the time they are. And so they're very, very competitive. You'll see it's almost 5.5%. It's awesome. And when you're looking at guaranteed ending value, $425,000 based off a $250,000 investment, that's huge. So, and they allow you interest-only withdrawals. So if you want to do systematic withdrawals, even every month, you can. I've got clients who are doing it. And then, of course, you've got Exonic. If you're thinking, hey, I want to stick with A-rated, that's fine. You get 5% instead of 5.45. Of course, the difference in the guaranteed ending value is quite a bit less, but still, you get that A rating status. All right, 10 years. Let's see, 20 years, Atlantic Coast, step-up rate. The average guaranteed yield to surrender, though, is a 4.25. So not bad. The guaranteed ending value of $250,000 would grow to $575,000. So this is definitely best for people who just want to lock their money away, because you notice there is no free withdrawal. Okay, you want to take that out, they're going to subject you to a surrender charge. Okay, so that's it with the highest fixed annuity rates with the MYGAs. Okay, let's look at the fixed annuity rates, the highest ones for SPIAs and DIAs. Okay, because if you're looking for guaranteed income from a SPIA contract or a DIA contract, the rates are very high right now. Now, of course, if you're looking for just highest overall income for life, SPIAs and DIAs are not the highest, okay? So you definitely want to book a call with me if you want to look at those, okay? You'll notice there's a link below this video and we can chat. All right, so let's go take a look at those. Look at the SPIA calculator here, and we're going to just keep all things equal, okay? Same $250,000 premium. The client is in North Carolina. Doesn't really matter which state you're in, unless, of course, it's New York. Then New York just doesn't have a lot of options. But any other state, usually you're good. You got most everyone has most of the options, okay? All right, we'll say that we want to start income in a month, okay? Let's see, 250,000, $1,465 per month for the rest of your life. Now, this is a single life, okay? If you are married and you want this joint, it's going to be less. And again, this is showing monthly taxable income as $571.23. That's because it's a non-qualified contract. We put $250,000 in there. We're going to get most of it back tax-free, right? And so a small portion of that, though, will be taxable because we're getting back interest as well. Okay, and so they calculate that according to the exclusion ratio. And I have a video about the exclusion ratio in my YouTube channel. You'll have to search exclusion ratio and you'll see a video that I created for that. Okay, but you'll notice the highest payout is Equitrust, followed by Penn Mutual and Athene, and then all the rest of these companies. But if you're looking for highest, Equitrust is beating everyone. If you want A+, stick with Penn Mutual. I mean, what's the income difference? It's not much, $16 a month. Yeah, so go with Penn Mutual. You'll get an A+ rated company, and they're a great company to work with. Okay, so let's go back to the input, and we'll look at a joint life. Okay, we want to see the highest fixed rate for a SPIA joint life, and then I'm going to go to a DIA. Okay, a DIA is just the same contract, it's just deferred. All right, so let's take a look at this. We want joint, and we're just assuming their ages are the same. Okay, if the ages are different, which normally they are, and that'll affect the payout a little bit. Okay, but you'll notice now that the insurance company is on the hook for 2 lives, it's $1,277 a month. Okay, so you're taking a little bit of haircut on that monthly income. But of course, it's guaranteed for your life and your spouse's life. That's a big deal. I'm married. I want to make sure my wife gets the income for the rest of her life as well, especially if I die early. Okay. All right. So go back here. Now we're thinking, you know what? I want to fund this now, but I don't want to take income for, I don't know, 5 years. Okay. Same numbers, same 250,000. But now this is a joint payout. Okay. Goes from 1,200 to 16. So we're going up another $400 a month. That's pretty good. Okay. Followed by Lincoln National. So there's not as many options for the deferred you can see on this one. So, but let's go back here and say, you know what? I'm single. I want to take a single. Let's go back to that and say where we still want it to be deferred for 5 years. What does that look like? Now it ramps it up. $2,000 a month. Wow, that's pretty good. Global Atlantic, of course, they are offering the highest fixed rate for that. Okay. What are the highest fixed annuity rates for a certain only? Well, those are cut and dry. It doesn't matter if it's single or joint. If it's a certain only for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, then it'll pay out for that amount of time. And if you die, it's going to go to whatever beneficiary you state. Okay. If it's a child, it'll go to that child, which is nice. Okay. We'll say 5 years. 5 years. We just want to liquidate this thing. We want the income to start in 5 years. So we'll have it. The certain period is for 5 years, and we're going to wait 5 years. Okay. Wow. Monthly income, $5,700. Not bad. But I'm only getting that for 5 years. Okay. What if I want to do 20 years? See what the highest fixed annuity rate is for that. And again, I'm deferring this for 5 years. Okay. $1,978. So, wow, that's quite a haircut. But of course, you know, they're now guaranteeing it not for a 5 year certain. They're guaranteeing it for 20 years. Okay. Well, does it make a difference on 30 years? I'm sure it does. Let's see. So again, I'm deferring this out for 5 years. So it's a DIA. It's deferred for 5 years, but I want it to give me a guaranteed for 30 years, excuse me. Yeah, so it goes down even more to a little bit less than $1,600 a month, but it is guaranteed for 30 years. So if I die in 20 years and I've got a child I want it to go to, that child will receive that income for 10 years. Okay, it's going to complete that certain period. All right. So go back here and say, all right, you know what? Let's look at one more scenario. I want to take this immediate. Okay. Same numbers, nothing's changed. All right, immediate income for 30 years, $1,565. Well, that's not bad. $1,565 per month, guaranteed, for 30 years. Okay, so for my life, and then if I die, it'll go on to whoever I state as my beneficiary, and then if they die, whoever the contingent beneficiary is. Okay, so it's great. If you're looking for a certain period and you want to cut and dry, that's exactly what you'll get. These are the highest fixed annuity rates out there right now. If you want to book a call with me, get on my calendar. There is a link below this video and we'll chat. I'll ask you questions. You can ask me questions. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to answer your questions and help you find the very best and the highest fixed annuity on the market. Okay. And of course, things will probably be a little different when we chat versus what you just saw in this video. But really the reason why I create these videos is because I want you to see what's out there. Okay. I want you to see transparency, because you know what? These pay me different levels of commission, and it's easier for me just to show you everything. Instead of showing you the ones that pay me the most, I'd rather you see everything. And so if something happens to be the best for you, and yet it pays me the least amount of commission, I want you to know about it first so that I'm not giving you a biased advice, right? Because you don't want to work with an advisor that's going to try to sell you something that's, okay for you, but great for him, right? It all evens out at the end. And so for me, it's all about transparency. It's about trust. It's about the relationship. And if you're looking for someone who's in your corner, who wants to show you everything that's available, then book a call. Okay. I'm happy to chat with you. Happy to answer your questions. And of course, if you're looking to purchase an annuity, I'd love to sell it to you. Okay. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.